checkers and pleasers, and welcome to Checkpoint, the show where we discuss and discern the recent events of Check Please. Today we are discussing 3 episodes. Episode 19, 20, and 21. All with a lot of meat and a lot of travel now.
Indeed.
Potatoes.
Would anyone like to discuss one of the more later episodes, I guess, for us now? Episode 19. The episode where we solved the case.
It started out right after Louis had won the competition with the gift certificate, the fight between Bro and Nancy, everyone's least favorite NPC.
Yep,
Nancy.
Yes.
Fuck you, Nancy.
Conversation.
What about Tessa, though?
No, Tessa's just. That's
she's
not
just
a
a poor
fuck you,
girl.
Tessa. That's just.
I love
Neither
her.
of them
I
are
love
my
her.
least favorite, and that's all I'll say about that.
Oh,
Fair.
sassy.
Fair.
I mean, I don't think it's an unknown opinion, I have a well-known and unpopular opinion on this topic.
Yes, I think I know what it is, too.
Undeserved hatred of best NPC.
It's not hatred, just don't like them.
Fair.
Really? All right,
So,
fair.
does anyone have any thoughts about the beginning of that episode, or the middle, or the end?
We'll see. We also tried to contact A of the Circle
Through
by
paintings.
praying to the paintings
Mhm.
for an entire night.
Arguing in front of the
Oofta.
paintings to give it sweet nothings.
Cutting ourselves and then using the blood to paint new paintings.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know we had
What?
to check the painting before we knew that, like, it wasn't magical no more.
Wait, once again, is Xander injuring himself for...
Yeah.
His art.
Yes.
Putting himself in harm's way.
Yeah. It's
Was
a
the
recurring
picture any
theme.
good that Xander made?
It was
I mean, it was a spell, so
Oh, was it?
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's supposed to look like...
Yeah. It was a spell.
But only one
Yep.
color.
Yes, gold. But it was pretty decent.
Is it
Argue with the
Dracula?
painting. It didn't
Yes.
work
Ooh, that's
because
like a
all the
caricature
mojo
drawing.
was gone.
Yeah. So then we actually went to the location, then we found A of the Circle, and we had a conversation with them. Anyone have any thoughts about that conversation?
Conversation?
Yeah,
Were
well,
there thoughts in the conversation?
I mean...
Well, that, Owen is trapped somewhere, and they are the ones who probably did it. The
whoever
nobles,
they are.
yeah, succeeded in their goal / in their rituals, and that's why they're all yassified and stuff.
Yes.
They accidentally opened a door, and the killer came through potentially and is killing all these women. And A was just around dropping bodies to let people know.
Which, just
Terrible
the
method.
worst plan.
Right.
It's
It's a terrible plan.
He's not a very smart man. I feel
No.
bad for him,
Found by
but
some weird shit. I'll put it that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, if they see my bloody scrawlings in the corpse room, then the police will take care of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Surely they'll
Basically.
understand.
they'll know it wasn't me who did it.
Also, I have to assume that the them that got through are the same they that don't want you to know about whatever.
Yes, that's the same them, I think, that
Yeah.
are lying to Stavik.
They don't want you to know about this new deal you can get.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, you go, Screwy.
Yeah, that I'm concerned as to, concerned and grateful they messed with his memories. So sort of kind, because 70 years and all at once catatonic. I think it was a kindness. Mess with his
Can't help
memories.
but wonder if Stavik altered his memories, like as a
That
trauma
would-
response.
Oh, interesting.
Potential.
Potentially.
Although I feel like there's something more sinister in
Agreed.
the works.
Yeah, same.
being tortured for 70 years perpetually and then coming back to life but not knowing why isn't sinister enough.
I mean,
I think eat a dick has something to do with it.
Yeah,
Eat a dick.
fair.
Yep.
probably.
No, correct me if I'm wrong. So, what's happening with the quote-unquote murders was A of the Circle was bringing the dead people from whatever the nobles brought back,
Mm-hmm.
and were putting it out so people could find them. And the other ones he was requesting so we would know who did it, like as in the nobles. Like he was having the gravekeeper deliver them to him. Correct?
Yeah, it
Yes?
seemed like he was having the gravekeeper bring out the noble bodies that were all yassified so that everybody would know that the nobles were responsible for stealing life or energy from Owen, which is what allowed the door to be open that let them out, and them, whoever they are, is the one that's marking the bodies of the regular women and eating their organs, is what it sounds like.
It's crazy how we learned all of this in one conversation with him.
Girl, I tried. I tried
We-
so hard.
At least that's my understanding.
You don't know?
We spent like 3 months just trying to figure out what the hell is even going on anymore, and then he's like, oh, well, it's this. And it's like, oh, did you not have done
You're
that?
really bad at like explaining this to people, my dude. Why not just verbalize that? Oh, that's because people scream every time they see me claw at my face and make it bleed with the mummy hand.
To be fair, when we first encountered the bodies at the Temple of Owen, Xander and Louis had the correct theory
That's true.
about like basically all of this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we were like, okay, so there is someone who's marking these bodies that seems to be like eating or taking the organs, and then the person who left this message here is a completely separate person trying to figure out what that is. And that was actually what turned out to be happening, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
But then
you.
we just went in like strange
many
circles and got really confused.
That was the thread I was following. I was assuming that to be the case for most of the
Yeah.
investigation.
Shane
Yeah,
went
the multiple
fucking
killer
crazy during that case.
I did go crazy. I almost have 90 pages in my document, by the way. I'm at 88 right now.
You know,
Brilliant.
would have made life so much easier is if he left one of those bodies with a blood message that was like, okay, so here's what's going on.
There's only so much blood. It just dries too fast for him to write the messages, you know?
He just needs to put them. He could have done that in his fucking bloody room
It's true.
instead of
It's
writing or something else? Question mark. Like, who is this for? Are you talking to
Well,
yourself,
he did
man?
say find me. You know, we just were not really good at finding him.
We
He didn't
tried
put
our
his address.
damnedest. He kind of found us, I guess.
He
He
did.
could call me and then didn't leave a number.
Right?
true.
Exactly.
It's true. Yeah, so then we Xander did a little thing to him, a little Xander special.
Feeding him off. Gotta feed that
Is that
moth.
Xander's special?
Well,
that
there's a
moth.
couple of
Now.
Alright.
Xander specials. It depends on which one you want.
If I go to the In-N-Out and I ask for the Xander special, which one are they going to give me, though?
Well, if they told you, then that wouldn't.
That it would be in the secret menu? Yeah, that's fair.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that happened. The moth got really corporeal and said a single word, which was Pentress, and then
Good word.
immediately got weak again.
That's true. I mean,
Wait.
I'm just fascinated that he got weak right away with one word.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
also fascinated by that.
God's talking is hard.
Yeah, apparently when you're really far away, it's like, you know, when you're underground and your phone's got like that SOS message and you're just like begging it to get a single bar so you could send a text message. I think that's what was going on.
When Melly was at 0 energy, she had to have a phone for Vera.
That's true. That's true. So
So we
maybe
just
that's
need
what's
a
going on.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone.
Got a
But
phone
Owen's
home?
not about that
Phone.
technology. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Back in my day, we used moths to communicate.
The meefs.
Meh.
Meef.
It was used really slow.
We use
Yeah.
Meef.
We use
Yeah.
Meef.
True. Your Meef.
Meef-based communications.
That's gonna be
Mhm.
our cell phone company, Meef.
I like it.
Meef
I like it.
wireless.
IPC,
Meef wireless,
Meef-based
yeah.
communications.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
gosh, I feel like so much happened in that episode just right at the end so suddenly, where it's just like,
Yeah.
oh shit, we're talking to him. Are we gonna die? I don't know. We might die. He's kind of cool right now, though. He's also kind
Yeah.
of scary.
Why did he send shadows after us? Like he was starting to.
Oh, the first time?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think he didn't really know who we were until
The moth.
he did
He
the
was
light
mad
thing
because I
on the
got his
mob.
mask.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
He was like, "All right, I can finally talk." Those jerks! Ugh! I'm not
Those meddling
in the
kids.
mood anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So who here was sad that A of the Circle disintegrated into a knot puddle of himself?
That's a really mean question to ask.
Like, I'm very
I've-
conflicted about that
Anyone here
one.
else feel that?
I
He still
feel-
wasn't a good guy.
Yeah,
He
like,
still,
there was
like,
some shitty shit that
Murdered
happened.
people.
At least
Mhm.
Lombardo's is mostly 100% murdered. But
Mm-hmm.
in the very least, I mostly just kind of pity him.
Yeah,
His
beautiful.
okay, his situation seems really rough, and I don't know how much choice he had in all of it. I feel like he had some good intent, but like the execution wasn't super great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Good, interesting
Better than a
choice
good
of
job.
words, yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, I only cried about A of the Circle 3 times that week, so I'm really proud of myself.
And how many have you done this week?
We won't talk about that.
Uh-huh.
But I will say, just like thinking about like the context and the fact that like Stavik crumbled immediately once he remembered just like a single second of that pain in the maelstrom, but A of the Circle seemed to be feeling that pain every single
Every
night
night, yeah.
when he slept.
Was
He's
he feeling
tough.
pain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
tough.
Oh yeah, like his
So-
situation sucked. It's just he was killing.
Oh
people.
yeah,
That's like-
yeah. I mean, I'm not disputing that whatsoever.
But also, like, I was assuming he's very sleep deprived.
Probably.
I mean, like, he's sending people to that fate, but
Mhm.
with no wake up time to break it up, and like, he got probably the best end he could have hoped for. He's not stuck doing that no more.
That's true. That's true. Though we did learn that he's not dead, which is the episode right after that when we did the
Yep.
blood biography. He's either alive
Yeah.
or undead, it seems.
What happened if his soul didn't exist anymore?
Well, he shouldn't be able to pass the save, so it shouldn't reply with anything, but it wrote A of the Circle for his name, which means that
It
he
wanted to.
has some sort of consciousness. Yeah.
That's right.
Well then, yeah. I mean, really doesn't seem like we fucked this guy over that much at all.
It's true. It's true. Unknown. Very unknown. Anything else from the portion where we were just finishing up the last stuff in Luciana?
So we
We
got,
didn't get any fucking proof that we got him. It sucks. Valentino
true.
was hoping for some to
Fucking-
send in a letter.
I
Fucking
mean,
dissolved on you guys.
Yeah.
if somebody had asked, Xander has a spell where he can share memory, so he could like, share the memory of A of the Circle, bleeding to death, and then
I mean, that's great for like getting our money, but I want a souvenir. We worked hard for this.
That's a little fucked.
There's more to it,
Souvenir.
but we'll get there when we get there.
Sure.
Do you want the mask or do you want his mummy hand?
Probably
Lucky
neither.
mummy hand.
Something smaller would be ideal. Nothing less, freaky and gross.
Well, if you want some of them, Xander will share some of the ashes from Stavik's hood that had his blood on it that he burned in the ritual bowl the next episode.
Sounds
Think you can-
cursed.
Do you think you could
don't know
make
if that-
a magic item with his mummy hand?
A back scratcher or something?
Well, he seemed to imply that the mummy hand wasn't very good, and that's why it was a mummy hand. So,
And to
would
be
you
clear,
want
I mean,
that?
And you give the
unless
mummy hand to someone else.
True.
a souvenir from killing the guy, and a more of a souvenir from completing the investigation.
Hmm.
We don't have any proof that we did it.
Ah, I see. I'm on the same wavelength now.
Like,
I see.
if the guy had lived and we had gotten, badges,
Yeah.
that would have been great. That would have been something like that would have been perfect.
mean-
or even just a slip of paper.
We still have
mean-
our badges from the coppers.
It's true.
We didn't give them back.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm glad you brought
Yeah.
that up. Gotta remember that next week.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Might be helpful in the future. You never know.
Yeah, it's true. So then we came up with our name,
Mm-hmm.
which was great. Love the name and the alternate names and Bastion's little squadron within the group as well. Just all great names.
Yeah. I like being the Circle
Love the meat.
Seekers. Gotta work on the
Yeah.
logo, though, still. I'll get there.
Mm-hmm. And then we headed out from the city.
After
Started to
eating
walk,
a
and then
whole
we're
lot.
like, let's ride this bitch. And then,
Well, Xander was like, let's ride this. I'm super awesome and have spells.
yeah.
Baby
Yeah, we were
girl.
going to be
Yep.
walking the whole
We
time.
were.
It would have taken us 5 days extra.
Yeah. Imagine how awkward all of those fights and conversations we had would be if we were like all just walking on the same path the entire time all day.
Like 30-yard gap.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, they talking shit up there?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Really though, very thankful for that spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to
Thank
buy
you,
an actual
Xander.
carriage at some point, though.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's
Ooh.
all my third level spells.
Maybe here.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can make it out of dying, sickly olive tree wood.
Yeah. Whatever
Sounds
the
like a
fuck's
good
going on with
plan.
that.
But they're not
think of
using it.
Yeah. Certainly not.
I liked
But,
everyone's conversation about what they thought the stars were. I thought it was
Yes.
really cute.
Agreed. Yeah.
Like
Also, yeah.
I like how Xander started with the correct answer,
Dude, how
Right.
the fuck
Obviously
does
not.
Xander know that light travels?
right?
Easy.
That was my thought. I was like, how would he fucking know that?
It's
Do
read a lot of books.
people in this world know
Where
how
would it be books?
the
Okay.
stars and planets work? Beardy,
I'm sorry. What? One more time?
do people in this world know how the stars and planets work?
Oh no, not really.
I think so.
Not in the same way that most people that study the stars understand that like they move across the sky. Like they understand that Adrian is round. Oh,
Adrian's round?
that
Confirmed.
was the lore
Yeah.
that was established.
Yeah, like a potato. Everyone knows this.
Mhm.
I don't know if. Yeah, okay. It's organic
Adrian's
in
round.
shape.
Adrian is round like a potato.
Yeah, I like how
Like
we're all making fun of Bastion for his potato theory, but not making fun of the egg-shaped universe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you guys
it's
live in an
completely
egg.
different.
Oh, I don't know what you want. So yeah, no, the Adrian's like a potato, but they do understand that like the night sky moves and the stars are in different places in different seasons. So they have some kind of understanding that they are most likely objects out there. But as far as like understanding like the concept of the speed of light, not really.
Right, like
That's a bit
I
beyond
would
them.
think you assume that light is just instantaneous.
Right. It just exists. It's just light. Light is light.
Yeah.
Light is light.
Light is light.
At the same time, we also have clockwork and apparently germ theory. So
Yeah.
True. No, I mean, there's been a lot of people talk about the element, the periodic table a few sessions ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, Stavik brought that up, and I'm like, how the fuck is Stavik know about the periodic table of elements? How is
He
Stavik
really-
the first
he doesn't know anything about Owen,
Owen.
but he does know about the noble gases.
Somehow.
Yep.
Fucking nobles.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it.
I'm confused. That's
Yeah.
all that happened. He's like, Owen, yeah, I know all about Owen. So this is the symbol for hydrogen. We're like,
My dude.
Uh-huh.
sorry, Screwy. But yeah, you're good.
It happens.
It does.
Let's see. But yeah, I did enjoy that part. Just
Yeah,
everyone's
that was
take
good.
on it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone being wrong other than Xander.
Everyone trying to find ways to like corroborate or not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then Stavik being like, whatever Louis says is right, is right.
Mhm.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. What is Stavik's opinion?
Yeah, what
Yes.
is his
What does
actual
Stavik think
opinion of what the
stars
stars are?
He would believe it would be souls.
Oh,
Souls.
Saint Valentino.
Great souls that were allowed to join the pantheon of the
You're a
gods.
really weird Owen worshiper.
Yeah, probably.
Is that because an Owen worshiper would expect the souls to go into the right places? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, but he would play that specific souls.
But where are the right
that's
places
like
in relation to Adrian?
well, like those are like
stars.
those are oh, let me rephrase. Sorry, those are where the souls left. Not like they're not holes, but that's like the remnants of their like where
Man,
they.
I'm done covering for you, my guy. I can't do this
Hey,
anymore.
it's fine. It's
I can't
fine.
do this.
That is like the after shadow of their souls.
Okay.
So ghosts.
Of
So
partic-
Stavik agrees
like-
with
There you
Xander.
go. Wait, you went from
Like
agreeing
they
with
are-
Louis
To
to
agree
agreeing with
with-
Grem
Yeah.
to going to Xander.
No, it is the after shadow of the souls of specific importance souls as they are leaving
Oh, only
this
important
plane
souls.
kind of existence.
The soul hierarchy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Cool.
You don't see me, but when Bill Gates dies,
Uh,
Yeah.
a new star's
exactly.
born.
yeah.
No, he just
Yeah.
no. He leaves through the windows.
Damn.
Ooh.
Awful. Bro was really romantic during that conversation.
He was.
It's crazy.
Like,
man.
I was sitting here, like, as Kenny just being
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Like, I think it's pretty romantic to be like, hey, bro, I'll make a constellation for you.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Fucking crazy.
mad riz.
Yeah.
Off the charts, bro. Off the charts. You can't say that to a guy.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
wasn't,
But,
I wasn't
like,
trying to break any hearts.
yeah, it's fine. Any other conversations that stuck out to people?
Mm.
Zula didn't do much last session.
Yeah. Besides, catch some rabbits.
He caught
Yes.
a rabbit, and he also currently has in a bag a live mouse.
Hooray.
Yes, I remember that.
Yay!
Poor
Hope it
thing.
doesn't end up in Stavik's skull.
Oh no, there's far worse fates for that thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Why would it end
Yeah.
up Stavik's skull?
It's found a place to.
You really want people to
Crawl
put
up.
stuff inside of you, don't you?
It's a very
that's-
different characteristic than Petravian.
Yeah, you're right.
Just complete opposite there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
The inverse.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, okay. We are both made of some form of rock.
One's a bit more
Right.
fleshy than the other, though.
Yeah. True. But still, there's some rock in there.
Is that
Mhm.
why then? That's why Stavik wants stuff inside of him, is because they're both made of rocks?
I think
Or-
Stavik
I
is made of rock because he wanted stuff inside of him, and that's the
You
end
know
result.
what?
Mm.
That actually does answer questions. Thank
Yeah.
you, Jake. That's huge.
You're welcome.
I was trying to follow that thread and I fell off.
Yeah.
Don't try to follow my threads, man.
Mhm.
There's gaps. There's very
Yeah, they're
large
unraveling
gaps.
at the seams.
I know, I was falling for a while.
So I guess
Don't pull too hard.
this session.
Yeah. We're at
Yeah.
this session now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't get to the dogs last session. And
No.
then, do you think that the dire wolves came from the dogs, or they're unrelated?
I think
I
they're the
think
same
they're
thing. Are they
I
not?
don't think they're the same thing. No,
Oh,
we
okay.
scared those dogs away, no problem.
Oh, I thought they
Uh,
just decided we weren't easy prey yet.
You
No,
know,
they
like
weren't- they
maybe,
weren't
but
big.
like, yeah, we didn't see them sticking out of the brush, and like they.
Yeah.
These are small dogs.
I don't know,
I've heard.
Beardy. Could you answer that? If you're listening.
Maybe. Could you
Well-
repeat the question?
No, you have to be actively listening.
I maybe. Go ahead.
Okay. Were the direwolves the same as the quote-unquote dogs that we saw earlier?
No.
No, okay.
That was a pack of wild dogs. You guys ventured further in to dangerous territory where there were dire wolves active.
Why are there so many doggos out here? God.
I mean, if you keep going, you're going to run into lions. So, there's that
Mhm.
too.
We can have a lion pelt inside of our cart.
Whoa.
Yeah. You could have a lot more pelts than just lions if we keep going that direction too.
Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
Giants.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's a bit weirder.
Wait.
Zoolin doesn't mind though.
Hmm.
I don't know if I like
Yeah.
humanoid pelts. It's kind of gross.
They make
It
the
Depends if
best
they're in like a funny
lampshades.
pose. if the giant pelt is like at the end, then maybe it'd be worth it.
Yeah, maybe.
Taxidermy him like doing some
Shame.
weird shit, some JoJo pose.
Yeah.
Or it's just really shit. Or it's really shit taxidermy.
True.
Are
They'll
their
do
eyes
that.
are
They'll
big,
do-
too big?
Oh no. That's cursed.
Well,
Cursed.
if anything, we did have our slumber party at the beginning of this session, and that was
Oh,
cute.
yeah, that is what we started. That
Yeah.
was cute.
Got to do
It was
our
very cute.
hair and makeup and talk about boys, kind of. We gossiped, kind of.
Wasn't a very good sleepover.
He tried his best.
Mid-tier.
It's true.
I didn't even see any Smash Bros. Or Mario Party, so
Mm.
Although we're bros smashing, you just weren't looking.
It's true. I mean, if it went as people wanted, there would be lots more smashing.
Bro.
But yeah,
yes. So, anything to say about the sleepover?
Yeah. What designs did they put on Stavik's skull?
oh, I don't
We were
think.
only focused on that ass.
Yeah,
so-
everyone got really focused on the moth pelvis, so we didn't really go into descriptors about the face. I think Louis just kind of went with like a more like paisley kind of design, not like
Yeah.
an asymmetrical kind of swirly add-on kind of
Fun.
Zentangle shapey piece.
Should have put like eyebrows to make him look angry.
No.
Sharpie on eyebrows.
He was just trying to make it look nice and trying not to look at your pelvis to be respectful.
What? There's nothing there.
Everything that is private that would have been for eat a dick would have been rotted away a long time ago.
He's just trying to be respectful. Even if there isn't anything there, it just might be a bit too crude.
Hey, like what you see? Eye sockets are up here.
I am only looking at eye sockets. Stop.
I can't help but just now imagine like drawing on eyebrows. You're like, here, you can, and you make permanent mad expression, and you're like, oh, you know what? You don't have tear ducts either. That's so sad. Let's draw you crying so that when you're crying, you can express it.
Yeah, it must have helped with the puppy dog eyes that Stavik was
Giving
using.
Xander.
Yeah, even though
later
his
on.
face is literally covered all the time.
You need
Literally-
some like glass puppy dog eyes that you can put in your head to.
Literally,
That,
the,
like,
most,
they're
Hold
always
on.
like.
the most expression that
Please.
Stavik can give is his jaw quickly opening.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, speaking of which, after the slumber party and another travel, there were some conversations.
Well, there was wolves first.
That's true.
I thought the
Do we have
wolves
to
were a
talk about-
different night.
No, that was on
No.
the.
That was that night, yeah.
Oh,
Thursday
okay.
night. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Do we want
'cause-
to talk about the wolves and that fight? Any thoughts?
Not
yeah.
particularly.
I'm glad we got the material because I want to sell it.
Great.
We do
got
need
some
money.
material. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just grateful that the nat 20s are rolling again.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, it's true.
What a
Siphoning
fucking
by.
way to put it, guy. Like, all right, take it easy,
What?
champ. Oh, I'm just glad I'm back to rolling all 20s again.
I
It was
rolled-
really stressful when I had to have like a chance of failing.
I rolled like a 2, a 3, and a 4 or something in
Mhm.
that combat.
Yep, that's true.
Man.
Oh, well, if it makes you feel any better, Screwy's back to rolling all 20s forever.
Thank goodness.
So you don't have. At least we got that back.
You know what's kind of funny? Just a
Hmm.
little funny thing. How Stavik
What?
was sad about like this one
Puppy.
dying wolf, but then actively chose to hit the ones that were running away.
Yeah, I didn't. That's part of why I wasn't sure about Stavik being my mouthpiece. When
Don't
it's like,
shush
oh, run
us,
away, he's
your
like,
morals
"Yeah,
suck."
that," and I'm
That's-
thinking, no.
that's middle
like,
of
why would we want
combat.
to?
That's not
That was the
different.
end of combat. He was running away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also going to make the point that Xander created an illusion specifically to scare off all of the
Yes.
wolves. So if anyone is getting flack for combat against these animals, I feel like it shouldn't be Xander, but that's okay. Xander feels differently than I do.
At most, Xander's at net 0.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think anyone's
That's
getting
all right.
flack for combat against them.
That's fair.
Post-combat.
I don't feel bad about the wolf dying. Not one bit.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Stavik is only sad because he asked Xander to spare its life to heal it, and seer death.
Look,
With
if
a scythe.
Xander wasn't
With
going to
a-
do
first of
it,
all-
Louis was going to.
First of all, Scythe, coup de grace, very
Fucking
good.
Beautiful.
hot.
Mwah. No
Thank
notes.
you.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you.
just had some out of character stuff that made it not great, but I don't really want to talk about that on stream.
Okay.
Sure.
But yeah, so then the wolves caused the most inter-party conflict so far in this group. We just got our group name and wolves fucked it up. It's cool. Kind of funny though.
Tribulation within the Meef sheath.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still holding out for that name.
It's still possible.
If we
Still hasn't been
properly
made
guard
yet.
it, contain it, protect it, we are the Meef Sheaf.
I believe in it.
No.
We are all the sheath that is surrounding. This,
So
the
we are
wolf.
Meef and Magic.
Yeah, I was about to say, what about Meef and
Confirmed.
Magic then?
We're the heroes. of
M&Ms?
Meef
And we're M&Ms. That would be such a cool symbol. It's like an M, but it's like moth shaped.
Oh shit, we did it. We cracked it, everybody.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Heroes of Meef and Magic. Shit.
Incredible. So,
Sorry,
so anyway,
sorry, Kenny. Looks like your name just got overridden.
Louis would never. He would never go for it. He'd be like, I can just leave. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
It's dangerous out there. You would have been eaten by those dogs.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
dire wolves would have killed you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Chew you up.
well,
I'm counting on it.
just gonna say, we have learned in this campaign that there are many things worse than death. So, yeah.
But also
We also
death
developed
might be
this campaign
awful.
Yeah, death
Yeah.
is worse than we thought. So.
Yeah, that's true. Death is worse than you thought. The afterlife is busted.
It's goddamn fucked. But
I feel like
nonetheless,
that's scarier.
yeah,
If
it's a little
someone
scary right
says, like,
now.
hey, death is worse than we thought.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
No,
Or
stay
playing any
alive.
other
Death
character.
sucks.
If I were playing any other character, my character would be like terrified right now.
Well, see, the
It's-
funny thing is, before we learned about what is happening with the Maelstrom, Louis was already kind of afraid of dying because he's like, before all that revelation
people
stuff,
are.
he was like, I don't worship a god. None of them talk to me. I might just be fucked when I die.
Then just go straight to hell then.
I mean, if I were playing Levette right now instead of Valentino, she would have like responded to that, been like, "I have to solve death now." I have to find a way so no one ever dies anymore, because that's not worth it.
See, that's how this whole thing started in the
Yeah,
first
that's the
place.
whole
it
problem.
Yes, you're saying this like Levette was not a continuous cycle of creating the problems she was trying to solve.
seems. You're
Oh,
right.
that.
That is
Well,
true.
Levette's like, these nobles opened up a door. I'm going to open up 5 more.
As
Let's
long as
create
they're
new
different
doors.
doors, it should be
Mhm.
fine. You know, just be. You gotta be scientific about it. We can't
Yeah,
be
exactly.
superstitious and just take it as like this judgment value on all door opening. We use doors all the time.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Absolutely.
Nonetheless,
Oh, you stepped on one landmine, you're going to judge all of them?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless, we were able to get to our first town outside of Louisiana. We're on our way, kids. We made
did
it to
it.
Olive Town.
Olive Town. You
had some
made
great
it.
conversations on the way, too.
True.
A lot of debates back and forth on like rights and wrongs and such. And Xander's acting weird.
Is
But
he?
it's-
Is he?
Yeah.
Xander's just acting like Xander most of the time.
I think he's acting slightly differently. And I'm sure it has to do slightly to do with the wolf death, but also some other stuff. And I just
see.
don't know yet. But I'll figure it out, bitch.
I see. No, what was it? Zulin was talking to Louis and Stavik about things,
Yeah.
trying to get people's viewpoints.
I really like that. That was so fun.
Yeah?
That was so
Yeah,
cute.
it was really
It
good.
was adorable. I
Yeah.
was like, ooh,
Louis
look at
was so
Zulin, that's
surprised.
questioning.
He was like, "Oh, you're really chill about this."
Mhm.
And I am okay with this. So I guess I'll keep talking. So you got a little insight on another god worship event for Louis.
Yeah.
He's got a story for a lot of them. So- I'm very excited for a couple, to be honest, very specifically, to tell those stories.
And Louis also got a tidbit from Zulin about his interaction with Cloak.
Yeah.
That's true. That was very
Mhm.
fascinating. And
Mhm.
Louis was like, huh.
Right.
I don't really understand how it works, to be honest. I'm curious, but also I really fucking hate the gods, so is it, like, worth it? So,
Classic.
there's a weird zone on that end, but
Well,
still
and
very
that's-
curious.
That's one of the reasons why Zulin was talking about it, because he also didn't want you to think that it was some kind of like worship. It was literally just a transaction. It's like, yeah, I
Yeah.
need this, so that's how I'm going to get it.
That's not what the worshippers do at all. It's definitely doesn't start transactionally, never.
Especially not
Especially now
your
with Cloak.
Hamish worshiper.
Yeah. Especially not with those trickster gods. They never get their followers
Gosh.
transactionally.
It didn't work for Louis, so
He
true.
tried a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then I just wanted to bring up that the baby eating monster part, because it was funny.
What, you want to let him eat some babies? Some kids? You're okay
Yeah.
with a kid eater? Thank you,
If that's
Bastion.
natural instinct. Yeah. That was a great
It's-
conversation.
It really was,
Truly.
honestly.
Yeah, you out-weirded bro. Good job.
Your statement was, do you something about respecting them, and I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, you gotta kind of respect their
Respecting their
abilities
right
to
to life,
hunt.
to live.
Yeah.
Well, I
But
think Bro's question was if their natural inclination is to eat children, then should you allow that? Should you just like respect the fact that they have a craving for children?
Yeah, no, Bastion's really simple about this stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like if it wants to eat babies, you probably should kill it.
Yeah. Very simple.
Like, Valentina's like, we should like not making a value judgment on the direwolves in general. Just like, oh, we killed a thing that was defenseless, and I don't feel good about that. And somehow Stavik said for him, oh, I just don't like babies.
Yeah, it was just so wild.
Yeah.
I was
So
just like,
that
that's
was-
not. That's the whole Slavik's whole like premature death thing. Don't really get that. Still, personally, but I do wonder, when does Slavik decide it's the right time? Then what makes it not premature?
Yeah. And when Owen
great question.
and the Herald potentially
Or, like,
decide that, is that not the right time?
yeah.
Apparently, it is.
Stavik's like,
It's kind of a
no.
finite thing.
These two are just like, it needs to die. And Stavik's like, look, I know I worship you, but no.
Well, but also what's confusing is because it's Owen and Terrace. Because Terrace is about killing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he about dying?
He's about
There's
think
about
undead.
Undead.
He's on
Yeah.
It's about
Skelly
death.
boys.
Like
He was the one that was about killing people.
Hey, Beardy.
Owen's about like the transitional dying period.
What's-
You're asking
Terrace
about-
is about the
yeah.
post-death dead period.
Yeah, so Terrace's
right?
dominion is over undeath.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just specifically on death.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
So
Owen
Owen
is
the one
the
with
god of the transitionary period between life and everything else. So his purview is the cycle, right? His purview is death,
Like, the
is
way I
life,
saw it-
death, and beyond. Yeah, go ahead.
In case I'm wrong, is that Owen's about dying, Terrace is about being dead.
No,
No, okay.
because undead are not dead.
no,
it's
but
very-
it also seemed like a desirable state of being, or the universe for Terrace would be where everyone is dead.
Yeah, that's what we got from the last.
Everyone is
Where
undead.
everyone is undead. So
It's-
you're
okay.
conflating
Right.
you're
So
conflating
everyone-
death
no.
and undeath.
Well, no, I just thought he did want everyone. I'm not necessarily getting conflated. I
our-
just thought there was both.
Point to him when we were talking to him is that if everyone died, then there would be no skeleton boys to be made.
Okay.
Yeah, because he wanted the
Vaguely
Deadlands to
remember that.
expand because,
Yeah.
like, like undeath or whatever, and then
Because then
guys
undeath would
were like-
dominate the planet, and that was really pretty cool for him.
Okay.
Mhm.
But
he
then
was
there
down for
wouldn't
that.
be any more after the fact. Everyone's
Infinite
gone.
amount of undead.
instead
So
of
they
an
would be
essentially
yeah.
infinite number of undead. Yeah.
yeah, and he was like, you know what, that's a point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
no, but his purview is over undeath, whereas
Okay.
Owen is over the transition of life to death to rebirth.
In which
So-
death is not the end point, but just also another transition point.
Yeah, it's
Is there
yeah,
a
it's
god
al-
of the dead then?
there is no dead. I don't. It's like
when you're dead,
yeah.
and so
It's
when
just
someone's
transition.
dead, what do you like? How do you pay reverence to that? How do you pay reverence to the dead in Adrian religion?
So okay, so you're saying how do you to say like souls that are in the afterlife?
Is it like, oh, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Like, I'm comparing it to the function of real world religion, because even if the
Mhm.
gods are real in their world, the mortals are going to have very limited information to act on.
Yeah.
So like, when someone
I don't
dies and they have religious beliefs that they have to cope with that, how do they do that?
I don't understand your question. Could you phrase that differently for me?
I don't know if I can.
Okay.
So
Like, is
my
it just
understanding,
whoever that person worshipped in life is
Yeah.
who they're dedicated to always? Okay.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
And then they have a various afterlives based on if they were virtuous to that god's ideals, and if that god decided to pluck them from the maelstrom before they were recycled back into the world as other life.
So if somebody doesn't have any religious beliefs and one of their friends does, who do they pray to when the first person dies?
Who does which person pray to? Sorry,
The one with the religious
atheist?
beliefs. No, if an atheist dies and they have a friend who's not an atheist, who
Yeah,
does their friend pray to when they
probably defaults to Eden.
Okay.
But the idea is that basically, yeah, if you have no strong religious beliefs, your body and like not your body, but your soul goes to the maelstrom and just
Right.
gets filtered back into probably either
That's what I would
reincarnation into
assume
other
people
stuff
would be
or
praying for
gets
is
shattered
when they have that
into
process.
animal life. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then.
Okay.
Fascinating
We
cosmology discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
we got to our little olive town where the group split up again. Oops.
Immediately.
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 At night.
6 p.m. is barely
It's gonna be-
night. It's the
It depends on
evening.
the time of year.
It's the springtime. We're getting closer to the longest day of the year.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So it's pretty bright out enough.
Yeah.
Not too dark. So,
But then Xander went on a walk.
and Louis
'Cause
followed.
I didn't mean to close the door, but apparently that helped catalyst.
Oh no, that was me.
Okay, I thought I did.
No, it's definitely me.
You went off and found an olive tree, and the moth started looking more dim, and then fell down, stopped moving as you got to the tree.
Yeah. That is true.
I'm excited.
That's a wicked tree.
Did Xander ever notice Louis following?
That's a great question.
You should ask him.
All right.
Should I roll a perception check?
If you wanna.
Sure. Well, I'll just roll one just in case. Well, let's see.
Use rolls on check.
I know, right? That's a 25, so probably.
I have some bad news.
Were you trying to be stealthy about it?
He didn't want to upset him.
Okay.
So I rolled a nat 20 for my stealth.
Okay.
And I got a
Lovely.
31.
Okay.
I was just curious. I was like, is Beardy just going to say he noticed him, or is something else going to happen? Because I don't know. Yeah, Louis is just quietly following.
Poor butterfly.
I'm excited to potentially diagnose these trees. If
Yeah.
there's-
You might be really
Something
good at
invisible.
this.
Yeah, I was thinking that exactly. I was like, oh, well, we got some Zoolin action coming up.
If it's
Mhm.
actually biological, but it could also be.
Well, you'll find
Magical.
out if it isn't, and if that will be interesting.
I mean,
Yeah.
my guess is that it's not biological, given that the moth just dropped out of the air. But
That's
these
true.
aren't necessarily mutually exclusive.
Porky no lows dose.
Porky Nolo's dose.
Well, that seems to be the end of all 3 sessions. Does anyone have any ending thoughts about any of the stuff that happened in those episodes?
No.
All doggos go to heaven.
If you
That's all there
say
is to
so. Well then,
Well-
thank you everyone so much for joining us for Check Please and Checkpoint. We will see you next week. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.